thought I would just kind of give you guys a rundown of what we currently have going on in the shop here in the main side, and you can see what we're up to. Just kind of an overall view of the main part of the fab shop here, where most of the vehicles get fabbed, the chassis, all the parts. I plan on going through and doing a full shop tour, kind of give everyone a rundown of how the whole thing's laid out and all the details, machines and all kinds of stuff. But at least go over the projects. We can go over this way. Right now the chassis table just got unloaded late yesterday. It had the Tacoma on it when we were working on it, and then we're getting ready to start the chassis on the 39 Merc. So this is just getting laser cut all the parts, and it's just pretty much sitting on a stock chassis right now. So we're gonna build a full chassis, air ride, our wishbone, our whole front end for it. So everything got cleaned off here, and we're prepping and getting ready to start that project. And then if we switch over this way, this is our Project Tacoma. So this is what you'll see some, I don't know which way the videos will work out, but you'll see some videos dropping on this one where we do a front install, the back half install, our brake master conversion. We're just kind of showing everything that we make for the Tacomas and what we can do to help people out with all the kits we make for them. So that's kind of in process right now, and you can see we've pretty much completed the front suspension on this one. Now we're moving on to wrapping up some of the inner fender mods and then putting the brake master system into it, and that'll kind of wrap up the front of it. And then we'll switch to the back, start working on finishing up the back half as well, which the main rails and the main structure's there. Now we're gonna start putting the link bars in the rear end and all that. So that'll be more work, but not a whole bunch left on that project. Grand National that just came in is getting ready, so we're gonna develop some parts for this customer. So this is just kind of a test vehicle. It's not gonna be fully built that I'm aware of. So we're just using it for fitment, modeling and things like that. If we come over here in the corner, this is like our main welding station for a lot of our products and parts. You can see this cart's full of Tacoma kit stuff, a bunch of stuff that's been welded up already and just needs to go through finishing and QC, and then we'll get it all boxed up and we almost have another batch of kits ready. And then over on the other table over here, just a whole bunch of stuff in progress. There's more Tacoma kits, back half, other production stainless stuff we're working on. This is always rotating, and there's a variety of stuff going on in this station. So that's a bunch of fixturing and parts for chassis setup and our products. So then if we roll over here, there is a very funky painted 51 Chevy pickup. Customer started on it, got overwhelmed with some of the chassis work and all that, so brought it to us, and it's just gonna be updated drivetrain, small block Chevy, turbo 350, 4-link, IFS, nothing super crazy, just make a really good driver out of it, and he's just gonna leave it how it is and enjoy it. He drove it for many years stock and just wanted to upgrade everything. Right now, the bed's sitting up, it's getting ready to get mocked up. We've done a fair amount of work on the interior of just upgrading, and so like putting all new glass, trick latches, TMI seats, new column, Dakota digital gauges, heat, just kind of give it a little bit of creature comforts so that you can enjoy it a little bit more, but nothing over the top. If we move over here, this is the nose for the Z car. Custom one-off, one-piece fiberglass nose that was built for it. Some of you have probably seen this car's been around. It's been a pretty deep, involved project, been very cool. Started out as a early 70s 240Z. There's not much original 240 left of it, but twin turbo LS, Speed Magnum, Tremec, and everything's basically been custom built except for like the firewall part, and the roof is about the only thing we haven't really touched on this car. We built a chassis for it from the back of the seats forward, all the custom tube work, full cage, full interior, belly pan, wide bodied, lots of glass on it as far as fiberglass doors, quarters, front end, deck lid, full on purpose built race car. And it's just getting wrapped up. It just got the tune done on it, so now we got to wrap up a few more things, go into the fiberglass shop to get wrapped up there and finalized, and then it'll be ready to hit the track. That's been a fun one. There's a lot of detail in this car that is pretty subtle. We've incorporated into it. Very tight fit. They're not very big cars, and when you start stuffing lots of components in there and lots of horsepower, then everything gets tight. There's a lot of custom fabricated parts, and like for instance here is it was a Ron Davis custom built radiator, and then we built all the shrouding to basically duct it in through the front and then up and out the hood, kind of like the old school GT40s. So that was the idea, keep the heat out of the engine bay. And then 67 to 72 K5 Blazer, and we're going to develop a airbagged chassis for it. Haven't started on much anyway, it's just the shell, but we just got done 3D scanning it. It's going to start the design process. And then the last one is 90 or 91, I forget the exact year, I think it's 91. Square body, single wheeled, 1 ton quad cab. We did pretty much everything on this truck, and it's just getting the final little details wrapped up on it. Custom dash, what he wanted to do was basically take a lot of the plastic out of the truck. So that's why I went to a metal dash and then went to rhino line bed floor and just a few things to make it. So we need door panels and window channels and a few things, nothing too major on it. And then it's got a custom built flatbed, mandrel bent 2x4 rails here to match the profile of the cab. Then we broke the bottom here to match the body, just instead of making like a flatbed, 75 or 80 gallon fuel cell in the back, in the middle, and then the spare tires shows the custom back with the light bar, or the lights on the rear. And then we are putting a light bar and some other lighting up top. That's what we have going on here right now for projects, and stay tuned. We'll update you when we have more.